It'll be 51 laps to go next time by, as the sun bakes down on Dover Downs, and the monster has had its fill today. So we go on to a track that's just as tough and twice as hard, the one they call the Rock.
Yes, and they're not saying that because it's got a big stone out in the front. It's a hard place to get around.
Another mile speedway where you see great racing action live on TNN. Saturday, October 23rd and Sunday, October 24th. Busch Racing Saturday, Winston Cup Sunday, the AC Delco 500, 12:30 Eastern Time, right here on the Nashville Network. Then we'll be at Phoenix. And here, look at the cars that are officially out of the race. We might add Lake Speed to that race. List of the Bud Moore car. Been a bad day for Bodine.
You know, I'd have thought more cars were out of the race than that. Seems like it's been a steady stream going in the garage here, but they fix them all and get right back out.
Well, Mark Martin has just pulled to the garage after picking up those 2 positions. He did pull in. Hut Strickland and Ted Musgrave are also out. It's been a tough weekend to be a Bodine. Although Todd won yesterday's Busch race, Brett Bodine broke his wrist in practice Friday. Brett crashed into the wall here in the Butch Mock car, the factory store's Ford. And Jeff Bodine got tangled up with Jeff Gordon and crashed into the turn 2 wall and is out of the race. Some of the pit crew members have early planes to catch. That's the gap in the fence at the start-finish line. There is no access tunnel here at Dover Downs because we're so near the Atlantic Ocean. The water table's pretty high, and it was not practical to dig a tunnel for access to the infield. So they come across the start-finish line. Rusty Wallace right now running in 4th position would gain 85 points on Dale Earnhardt out of a lead that was 284 at the start of the day. Yes, we know they have a tunnel in Daytona, but the geology there is a little different, we're told.
I'd say. I don't know why, but I guess it is.
Well, we said it, so there's a look at the Unical suite, the board of directors suite, and that's the front stretch for the horse track here at Dover Downs.
Yeah, those guys are they're roughing it there.
Yep. Let's go to Glenn Jarrett. Glenn?
We're standing by. Jimmy Maycar is in discussion with the NASCAR official right now. We're not sure what this is all about. Let me find out and I'll get right back to you guys.
Glenn, I think they're going to give him another caution at 475 is what the discussion's about. We'll see if that's the case. They're holding a couple of teams on it right now. And again, concern over tire wear, whether or not they'd want to go 50 laps to the conclusion of this race under green.
Well, if you talk to crew members, they'll say no. You talk to the drivers, they'll say yeah. But they're the ones that got to live with explosions.
That's Carl Simmons, the NASCAR official, talking to Jimmy Maycar.
I said Jimmy said
whatever it is, he don't want it.
Right. Glenn?
Well, the discussion was, as you said, Mike, they are going to throw another caution at 475. The reason Jimmy Maycar doesn't want that, Dale Jarrett's car runs better on used tires, so that's going to slow him down. His car's a little slow when they get on fresh tires. The longer they run, the better he runs. So that's the reason Maycar's upset. They don't like that call at all.
I guess the benefit, if there is one to this, Glenn, is with a 25-lap run under green, you can much more let it all hang out knowing you've only got to get 25 laps out of this set of tires.
Yeah, can you imagine having these guys on 40 lappers, tires with 10 to go and tell them to go after it? It'd be a bad situation.
In fairness to the tire company Goodyear, their engineers do their best to come up with a tire that will give longevity, consistent speed, and not trail off for a run of a fuel stop, which here at Dover is about 100 miles. And that whole combination, the way the teams are applying it to their chassis setups today, perhaps didn't come together quite as well as everybody'd hoped. So they have these precautionary caution flags so that we don't get into major tire trouble. Green flag, 48 laps to go. Kenny Schrader, Darrell Waltrip, Dale Jarrett.
Look at Darrell. He's showing a little muscle here.
He said he had a real good race car off in practice.
Here he
comes.
Oh, man.
Got into Schrader a little bit right there.
That was almost a little more in casual contact there.
Like he caved the right front of his fender in on that right front side.
He'll hold on to second. Jarrett is third. Wallace is fourth. Harry Gant is 5th. Bobby Labonte is 6th. Jimmy Spencer and Terry Labonte. The lead lap car.
Well, I tell you, Darrell Waltrip's car is flying. Do you see how fast he caught Schrader back?
When did we call this plot twist? About lap 100. Here comes Darrell, and there he goes.
And he took the 18 car with him.
Here comes the 2. Rusty Wallace able to get up on the inside of Schrader also.
If anybody moves up, everybody moves by.
From first to fourth in one lap.
That's right.
This right here, the racing they're doing right now, is really just positioning for this last caution that's going to come up here in a few laps.
But it's real important, Neil, because if you're in Waltrip's shoes, and if you're the first guy into the pits, you got a better chance of being the first guy out of the pits than if you come down that pit lane 3rd, 4th, or 5th.
Absolutely.
That's exactly right, Mike. That was the reason I was making that point. It's so critical being the guy that dictates when you go in. You can be the first one in, get in there, and then maybe you can have a little bit of edge.
Now, also, you see games played every once in a while. If you know everybody else is pitting way down the line, nobody says you have to come down pit road at the speed limit. You could bring them down real slow. We see that every once in a while.
And you can't pass that guy in front of the pit road.
Not on the pit lane, no.
And it comes down to this. I'm going to tell you what. I wouldn't want to pick a winner.
Well, don't go tell Joe Gibbs the Redskins lost today. That's the team he coached to Super Bowl victories. Now the race team he's trying to coach to another win here.
It looked like Schrader might have been pushing a little bit the first 3 or 4 laps there, and now it's coming back to him. He's running this group back down, and he looked like he's in very good. Look at Harry. Harry's moved up here.
Maybe the throttle sticking in better.
No, I imagine they fixed that boy under the caution there.
I think this is the time of the race you'd want it to stick down.
No.
I'm kidding.
Never here.
No.
I was kind of joking about it, but you never want that thing to stick.
So Gant is reeling in the lead pack. Jimmy Spencer behind him, Bobby Labonte and Terry Labonte. Then 1 lap down, Morgan Shepherd, and 2 laps back, Bill Elliott is up to 10th. Darrell Waltrip's last victory, the rain-shortened Southern 500 at Darlington, 1992. Dale Earnhardt, 56 minutes to make repairs to get him back in the race.
Modified out there, but he's back running.
I tell you what, it's going to be tough to get by Darrell Waltrip the way he's handling right there, because he can almost dominate the line that he wants.
I'd love to play you the interview that Neil did with Darrell yesterday down in the garage area, where he said, you know, we got frustrated, he says, with ourselves. And he said, we're going to come in here, we're going to have a bunch of fun. They had karaoke set up on the back of the truck.
He went high there, coming off the corner. There made the move.
He actually went high to go around Rick Mast, and he got up just high enough that enabled him to get on in the gas and get up beside him.
Here comes Gant. Caught that pack. Ducks under Kenny Schrader. Not that time. I said Waltrip told us that he and his team were going to concentrate on having fun and having a good time and enjoying this sport. They're enjoying it today.
You bet.
You know, he also said, hey, I've got a good race car right here. And he said, this thing is as quick as anybody here. Looks good now.
Mike, you can pressure yourself right out of contention. You can get under too much pressure and make stupid mistakes, and that's what he told his crew. He said, let's go have some fun. If we win, great. If we don't, let's just have a good time in it.
He's coming right back at Dale Jarrett. Got inside Jarrett after they lapped around Dale Earnhardt, and Waltrip goes back out front.
Oh, he's got to be loving this.
Folks, don't pay off the pool just yet. Here comes Jarrett back for another run. Not this time. Well, Darrell gave him a little room down on the bottom.
Yep.
A little room wasn't a lot of room.
You know, when 10 laps to go in a race is when you really get on the thing here. 10 laps to go before this caution right now. They know there's a caution coming. They want to be up front, close to the front, to make this last stop.
Harry Gant has passed Schrader now and is in 4th place.